Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you've been here before, if you have not, then welcome. My name is Austin, and today I am going to be unboxing, let me grab them, all of the Taylor Swift, the Tortured Poet Department vinyl and CDs that I ordered. I think I got pretty much every single vinyl and CD. You can see them all here. So many boxes to go through. I got everything except for the Target edition CDs. I did get the vinyl, I did not get the CDs, mostly because I got the CDs from her web store that had, like the bookmark and the special photos and the patch. And I just didn't think I also needed the little poster that comes in the Target one. I usually don't care for those. I don't do anything with them. So I didn't get those CDs, but I think I got everything else. So we're gonna go through all of these boxes. Some of it will be going back because I got the signed vinyl and hopefully CD. Fingers crossed that mine actually came signed and I don't have to worry about sending it back or getting a refund, because I know that's been a whole thing recently where they were messing up orders and people who ordered the signed CD didn't get them. So we'll get there when we find that box. So some of them will be going back, and I'll explain as we get to them. But no more introduction. Let's just get into the unboxing of it all. Now, to start, before we actually start unboxing, I'm gonna share, I have two that are not in a box. This is the Target edition of the manuscript. If you haven't seen this one, super cool. It's just a normal clear, crystal clear. You can see right through it. So I think it's cool for this album. I am excited to see it next to all of the color vinyls. There is nothing else special about the Target one other than the discs are clear. And I did want to share real fast because I always have people comment on how do I store them, what do I use to store them in. So my record sleeves that I use, these are the ones that I use. They are from Hudson Hi-Fi. I get them on Amazon, the 12-inch record sleeves. These are the inner ones. I think they work great. I've never had issues with them. These are the outer sleeves that I use. Again, they work really well. I haven't had issues with them. I will say sometimes with the bigger albums, like Red Taylor's version, and even these ones are kind of tight. So if you worry about that kind of thing, you might want to get some bigger ones that maybe meant for a box set or something. They work great and I like them. So that's what I use to store and sleeve my records. I'll also answer real quick how I stored these because I've already got this one in a sleeve. I just put the gatefold inside the outer sleeves. And since there's really no good place inside the gatefold to put the second disc, they're both just behind it. So you got the gatefold within the sleeve. Both discs just go into the back of the sleeve and they slide right down in there. Normally I would put disc 1 in the back and disc 2 in the middle of the gatefold, but because this has the book in it with all the pages and stuff, there's kind of not a great place to put that. So they just go in the back. So that is the Target edition, the Phantom Clear one. Now, the second one that I'm really excited to open, I don't have a box for this one either. It is the Black Dog. I pre-ordered the Black Dog, but then the day of the release, my record store was sharing that they got the notes in from Taylor if you bought an album. So I was like, okay, well, I want the note. So I went to the store and I bought the Black Dog in person, so when I get to opening that vinyl, it's gonna go back already. I just wanted to support my local store, and I'm actually really excited for this one. This is the one that I have been the most excited to open. I've just been waiting for this video to make, so let's get it open. Pulling it out of the sleeve. Oh my god. Hold on, roll that back. Rewatch that little clip. Oh my god. Where did that piece of plastic come from? I don't know. It just like whoop, right up onto my head. And you know how many times I looked at the camera and did not see that it was stuck in my hair? So it's going to be there for the next like 10 minutes. Just like when you're looking at it and you can't not look at it, ignore it. Just don't. Just ignore it. It goes away. It goes away eventually. I don't know when. At some point, it's just disappear. I turn and it's gone. You'll see. You'll see. Oh my gosh. I just love this picture. I genuinely think this is my favorite cover for this album. The manuscript one it's good. And I think the white fits the album. And obviously, like the color order for all the albums, it's its own thing. Black is kind of already Reputation. But I love this cover. I think it might be my favorite. Let's open up the disc. There's the front side, second side. It's just a black disc. I don't know why I was expecting anything else. Honestly, it's just black but it's almost got like a dusty black to it, if that makes sense. I know it's pretty like reflective so you can see everything back there, but it's just black. I just really like the cover though, so I think it fits pretty well for being just black. But yeah, there's the one disc. Second disc is going to be the exact same thing with just black. It also has the lyrics on the other side. When I get to my signed manuscript, I'll open it up and share this stuff too. All the pages in this one are black as compared to the manuscript, which are going to be white and like gray. I just think this is so clever. Having an entire book within the gatefold, like the lyrics and some notes, so smart. I think the packaging and the branding around this album has been some of my favorite for any of her albums so far. This has been spot on. Getting through them all real quick. And there's so many pages. She's got notes to us in the back. There's the note. This picture, stunning. Obsessed. There is the black dog. Let's get to actually opening some boxes and see what we get. Sorry, one more little pause. I just wanted to share the note that my record store has. I know a lot of record stores ended up getting these. I will say, do not go and pay crazy money for one of these on like eBay or a resale site or something. She did handwrite it, but not on this card. Like it was obviously written and then printed on these. Like you can't feel, usually you can feel the writing on a card like this and you cannot. It's shiny like it was printed. So I've seen on Twitter where someone had uploaded like a high quality version of this. Go find that and go and print it yourself. Do not spend a crazy amount of money for a piece of paper with printed writing on it. All right, now the first box, let's see what we've got here. Ooh, I'm so excited to see all of these. Let's see, what's the first one going to be? Packaging, packaging, packaging. Oh, this is the Albatross, but the CD case is so thick. I thought it was like 2 and they had messed it up. Like it looks like 2, but it's just 1, which kind of makes sense because there's supposed to be a lot of stuff in here. So let's open it up and see how it's all packaged. I'm actually really excited for this. Okay, got the plastic off, the front. Let's open it up. I love the gray. Again, the branding and colors for this entire album are just like spot on. You got the CD. It comes with the little booklet. It looks pretty similar to what's in the vinyl record booklet. Obviously just a little bit smaller. I'm wondering if this is the exact one that the vinyl is going to have when I open it up in just a second. But the layout and everything looks exactly like what was in the Black Dog vinyl. So there's that. Now let's see, how do we get to the other side? Because I can see it. The booklet just kind of sits in there. There's nothing really holding it in place. And then it pictures fell out. Stuff is falling everywhere. Let's see, it's all in this little envelope. Just has artifacts, the Albatross, the back of the envelope. Open it up. There's the magnet. Ooh, they feel really good quality too. You can see the Albatross logo with the Albatross patch. Also like good quality. And then we've got 2 little envelopes inside this envelope. What is this? Oh, this is probably the bookmark. Oh, it's like glued shut. I'm afraid I'm gonna like completely rip it. Oh, let's see. Ooh, okay. Here's the bookmark. I know it's kind of glaring. The front half and the back where it actually says the Albatross. I'm trying to find a spot where you can see it. There you go. And then the other side with Tortured Poets Department logo. It feels like good quality. I'm interested to see over time if it like starts to fade or patina just because of like the finish on it. That would be really interesting. But I like that it came in its own little storage envelope so you can keep it protected. And then we've got, I'm assuming are the little photo cards. It says out here on the back. So whoop, just dropping everything. Gonna open these up. Oh, these are like little trading cards. They're so fun. So on the back of them, they all have the Albatross. So they're all the same on the back. But then on the other side, you get the photos. 1, 2. The photos for this album and this photo shoot too are so good. And the last one. So that's everything that was in the CD. Now let's open up the vinyl. Can we get a clean pull with this? Let's see. Okay, it's kind of ripping the wrong piece, so already not great. Let's see, can we get it in one? Kind of, almost. It was almost there, except it's still kind of glued. You know what? I never have good luck with these things. Maybe I did it from the wrong side this time. No, you know what? It's fine, as long as we can get into it. Here we go, the back, and then the front of the albatross cover. Love the gray too. Oh, I ripped the plastic, which I usually try not to do, but it's fine. It'll be okay. I always end up folding the plastic. I know people like to keep the plastic cellophane sleeves that they come in. I usually fold it up and we'll slip it inside one of the gate sleeves. Let's see if we can show this one off too. So just like the other one, except this one is gray instead of black. Yep, and these are all the photos that were in the CD. So it's just kind of the same thing, just larger. Looks like it might actually have more photos. I don't remember all of these being in the CD booklet. Probably just because it's smaller for the CD, so you don't want to make the text too small. But this one definitely looks like it has more photos in it. That's a cool picture. That's a good one. And here we are at the back. That's the last page with her note to the fans. And then let's open it up and see what this vinyl is. So it's the same thing. Got a few like handwritten lyrics on the like inner sleeve that's on it. It's got this light, like cool gray, which kind of gives me the same vibes, same color as the Long Pond Studio session. It might just be a little bit more like bluish greeny tint to it. It kind of looks that way in the camera. I don't know that I see it as much in person. It definitely looks like it's got a little bit more of a cool tone to it, but I think it fits the albatross cover really well. Get it all together here. I've said it a million times already, but the packaging for this and the color scheme and everything is just like spot on. The back, same thing. Let's see disc 2, which is going to be the exact same thing. No surprise, looks the same. So that is the albatross. Let's move on to the next box and see what we get. All right, here we have box number 2. Let's get into it and see what is in here. Bubble wrap, bubble wrap. Ooh, this one is in a little white box. Mayhaps this will be the signed one? I don't know. Let's see. Oh gosh, it's like glued together. There's no good way. There's no like perforation or anything on this. Like there's really no good way to like get into it other than just completely tearing it open. I think this is the signed one. I'm really going to hope it's signed because I did order the original manuscript that's supposed to have the like bookmark and everything that the albatross one just had, but this is a normal size CD, so hopefully this is signed in here. We're gonna find out. A moment of truth. Does it come signed? Oh yes, period. Look at that. Oh, I'm so happy and so excited. And mine doesn't have a little heart on it, but that's okay. The hearts are nice if you get it, but if not, like it's still signed and I'm so obsessed with this already. Oh my gosh. They released the frames for the Midnight Sign stuff back on her website during the Midnight's era, and I wish they would do that again, and maybe they still will so that you can like actually frame it and hang it up. And you can find other frames, but I just liked getting the one from her store and I liked the color of the Midnight's one. So I wish they would release another one for these. Oh, there it is. It is just a little insert. Trying to be careful with it. The CD, the booklet. This booklet's going to be different than the albatross one. Oh no, it's not even a booklet. It's a little poster. So now I'm kind of wondering if this is what the poster for the Target one would have been like. And then it's got lyrics on the other side to Down Bad on the other side of this little poster. It does have the booklet. That's what is on the front thing. It does look like it has some different pictures. I don't believe that's what was in the front of it. This is the CD booklet. Some of them might be the same. I also feel like there's less pictures in here than what will be in the vinyl. That's the booklet for the CD. I'm gonna get everything back into here, and then we will open up the vinyl. Let's see if we can open this one in an easy pair. Oh, so much better than the last one. Now this should be the signed vinyl because it was in the same box. It is heavy. Yep, same as the Target edition that I showed earlier. It's got the same front and the same back. The only difference is that this one is the ghosted white vinyl. I will say I don't see anything on it that identifies it as being the signed one. I guess the CD also didn't have anything that said it was signed either. So hoping that it is, it should be. Take the plastic off. Oh, I already see it. There it is. And I got a heart on this one. Okay, the vinyl ones are my favorite anyway because they're just bigger. And so my vinyl one does have a heart on it. Okay, that makes me so excited. I will have to find a frame for it and put it next to my Midnights one. But I'm so excited for that. Here, I'll flip through this booklet so you can see it. As you're watching this, what are your favorite songs from the album so far? I definitely have mine. I've listened to it a few times now. Down Bad, My Boy Only Breaks His Favorite Toys, Florida. Oh gosh, what else is my favorite? So many. The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived. So many good songs on this album, honestly. This one has the main script and then it ends with the same little note. Let me remember what they are. I do like Fortnite. Tortured Poets Department has grown on me. My Boy Only Breaks His Favorite Toys. Down Bad. But Daddy, I Love Him. Florida. Who's Afraid of Little Old Me. I Can Do It With a Broken Heart. The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived. Some of my favorites. The others are pretty good. I just think some of them they have to grow on you. They aren't going to hit you right off the first listen. So the more I listen to the album, the more all the songs grow on me and they will become my favorites eventually. But for right now, those are my top ones. I want to see the white vinyl though. It's the same as all the others, but instead of like the gray or the black, it's got a white background. The fake sticker on the back has the Tortured Poets Department. And I still haven't quite figured out, maybe other people have, but it's got all the little like paw prints on it too. This is the first one that I noticed it on. And I don't know if we've figured out what that's for yet. The only thing I can think of is that when she was going through everything around those relationships and the timing that she was writing it, your pets really can be your comfort. Like, I know when I've gone through stuff, our dogs have been my comfort to like lean on, and like you can cry to them, you can vent to them, and they're just gonna sit there and love you for it. So that's my thinking of why there's been some like cat imagery, cat paw prints on this, is because they were there for her when she felt like nobody else was. And that's kind of the only thing I can think of. Maybe we'll get something else later that, I don't know, would have them in it. Not quite sure. Here's the white vinyl. The Ghosted White, I believe is what it was called. And disc 2 will be the exact same thing, but we'll go ahead and get it out as well. Yup, just plain white as well. I really thought the Black Dog was going to be my favorite, and I stand by that it is my favorite cover. But as far as colors wise, I honestly might be a fan of this white so far. I know I still have the like, I don't know, is it like a tannish beige color with the bolter, so we'll see. I like that one, but the color wise of the vinyl, the white one might be my favorite. So let's move on to the next box. As I'm opening this, I'm going to give an apology if you can hear any noises or beeping sounds or whatever, because they're doing construction right across the road, and I try to like pause when I can hear it, but I know it was just going off while I was talking, and I don't know if the camera picked it up. So apologies if you can hear any of that, because they're going every day of the week, literally from sunup to sundown. It gets kind of annoying, but that's their job. So like whatever that is, really loud and really annoying. Here is the next box, which looks to be just the normal manuscript CD, which I will open, and the normal manuscript vinyl, which I'm not going to open since I got the signed one. I'm going to keep this sealed and just send it back to them to get a little bit of money back, because collecting this stuff can be expensive. So we're going to keep that one sealed and send it back, but I am going to open up this CD and look at all the goodies that are inside of it. I'm going to scooch forward. I got the CD here. Let's see. It's white, just like the vinyl. It's got the booklet inside, which is going to be just like the vinyl was, just a smaller version. And then opening it up to the back half, and they want to fall out again. I will say it's kind of hard to keep everything in here, but here's the envelope, both sides for the manuscript, the back of it. Open it up, and they match the packaging to it. So the albatross one was gray, this one is white. Let's start with the bookmark, because honestly, the bookmarks is what I was most excited for in these little packages, because I've been on my reading game recently, if you've seen some of my other videos. So excited to have these. The Tortured Poets department on this side with the manuscript on the other side. It's so shiny. You've got the manuscript patch. You got the same thing for the magnet. It's kind of backward in the packaging, so the seam's right down the middle. Same as the patch, just in a magnet. And then the little photos, got a little like quill pen, same design, the quill pen on the back of them all. Here's the photos, this one. All of these photos are so good. Like, I stand by, this might be some of my favorite branding and packaging from a Taylor Swift album. Like, it is on point for this album. The Midnight's album was good, but it was kind of confusing, I think, getting all the imagery and stuff beforehand and then the vibe of the album. But this one is so on point. That's the last of what comes in the big CD that looks like it could be 2 or 3 of them. So I'm gonna put all this back and then we'll get to the next box. I got confused for a second. I couldn't remember what all I still had to open. So box 4 of 5, more packaging, more bubbles. Ooh, this one is also in a box, and I don't think they would have sent me another signed thing. So let's see. This one has like an easier open spot on it. The packaging, as far as branding wise, is fine, but the packaging as far as like shipment is kind of all over the place. This is the Bolter. So it's kind of like this grayy color, I guess, actually. The Bolter CD. Let's get it opened up and take a look inside. Just look. Okay, the CD is a little more brown than I would say the booklet is. I would definitely say that the booklet and even the cover is a little more grayish, whereas this is a little more brown. Well, I'm not gonna open up this booklet. I'll just open up the vinyl one just because it's bigger and easier to see. But let's get to the goodies that are in this envelope. Again, everything just wants to fall right out. The back of it with the Bolter, the front of the little artifacts envelope. That's so fun. Let's pull it all out. Again, why not start with the bookmark? That's my favorite part in these. It's the same thing, the same color, Tortured Poets department with the Bolter. And then you've got the patch. It's a little hare, a little rabbit. The magnet, again, same as the patch. And all of these feel like really good quality. Sometimes stuff like this can come cheap, but like the magnet feels nice. Let's get into the photos. There's the little like logo for the Bolter stuff. Ooh, already one of these pictures that I just saw, I'll save it for last. There's picture number 1, picture number 2, picture number 3, and the last one, which this might be one of my favorite pictures from this entire photo shoot that I'm seeing now for the first time. Like, look at that. That's such a good photo. I wish that would have been like an album cover or something. Maybe it'll be in the booklet when we open up the vinyl and it'll be bigger. But that is such a good photo. That's everything that comes in the Bolter CD pack. So I'm gonna put this stuff up and we'll get to the vinyl. Just the Bolter cover on the vinyl with the back. It's the same as the CD, but you can see it a little bit bigger with the record. Let's get into it. It does say on the sticker, the color is 2 parchment beige vinyl. I would say it's definitely got gray to it. So I think grayish is a little more spot on. Take the sleeve off. I always keep the sleeves. We'll open it up. Have to back up a little bit again, reposition here so you can see the full book. We'll roll through this one. You know what? Maybe the pictures are the same. We'll have to compare them in just a minute because I keep thinking that they're different, but they might actually just be the same. That's a good photo. Now, I know that shape is different because it's been different in the other ones. Oh, so we'll have to go through once we get these open and compare all the photos because I don't remember seeing that one in the others. That's another one of my favorite photos. That's such a good little headshot. Go in. And the end of it. Now we'll open up the discs. So same color, matches this jacket and everything. Okay. I don't think that's quite what I was expecting. It's very, very similar to the Folklore in the Trees beige or brown, I would say. In person, it's a little more brown, I think, than what it's showing up on camera. But it's definitely like different than this. You see, like this looks more gray, this looks more brown. I don't hate it, but I think there is a little bit of color differences in this set of stuff specifically. Like they kind of went more brown with some things, a little bit more gray with some other things. But I do like this color. I think it's just very similar to the Folklore in the Trees. And is 2, which should be the exact same. And of course it is, no problems there. The back side. So there is the Bolter vinyl. Again, I'm gonna put all this up and then we will get to the last box. Okay, this is editing me jumping in because I definitely forgot to compare the photos that are in each vinyl with each other, like when I was filming. So I'm gonna do that now. I just laid them out so you can kind of see the difference in the photos, and maybe that'll help you decide which one you want if you haven't bought any yet. So here to start, you got the opening pages. They all come with the exact same letter from Stevie Nicks, and then the Tortured Poets department on the other one. This one is the manuscript. This is the albatross. This is the Bolter up here and the black dog. So just right off the bat, they are definitely not the same photos. I think they did try to pair photos that match the color scheme of each book. So these ones are a little more white, these ones are a little more gray, a little more grayish, and definitely the more black ones. The Post Malone photo is the same in all of them, but the other two seem to be different. And then you move on to the next pages with Down Bad. They're different like main photos with some lyrics. So Long London. I love this picture up here. I think that's just one of the best ones from this entire photo shoot. It's so good. We'll keep going. It's hard to flip 4 books at the same time. And these pages is where I was saying I noticed that one of these like shapes was different. I think it may have been that one that I noticed it. So you can definitely tell not the same photos, but they try and keep it similar. It probably helps just for like layout wise, just being able to change out pictures instead of like some major changes across everything. Obviously, you've got these pages. Looks like that photo and that photo are the same, and then this one and this one are going to be the same. So overall, photos are different, layout's the same, some smaller photos may be different. It does look like this page was for Florida though, so it's going to have a picture of her in Florence. That picture seems to be of both of them too. Taylor's kind of small in there. So that would be why those two were the same in 2 different ones. Some more really good layouts. I really just seem to like the pages where it's just like her in a full page. It's almost like a full magazine like cover, you know? These are all really good pictures though for Guilty as Sin. Let's see what else we've got. Okay. Who's Afraid of Little Me? As I said earlier, one of my favorite songs on the album. More full page photos. That one's interesting. I like that one. And there's so many pages in these books. You've got these next pages. I don't see anything that might be the same with them. Then you've got the pages for The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived, In the Alchemy, the pages for Clara Bow. It doesn't look like any of these small photos are the same in any of them. And then this page is going to be a little bit different. The photo layouts are the same, but this is the last page that has each of the special edition songs. So the manuscript, the Bolter, the albatross, the black dog. So photos are all different. The layouts seem to be pretty similar with all the note cards. They all have their own like handwritten lyrics on them. And then you've got the very last pages with her little note to the reader or the listener. So those are all of the photos in the books. They are all different. There's a few that are the same or like used in a couple different versions, but for the most part, they're all different, which I think is very beneficial for the album, because when you buy the different variants, you're getting a different cover, you're getting different photos, you're getting a different bonus song, you're getting a different variant, vinyl color. I think all of that just adds to the value of each one, which I really like, but I think that's it for these photos, so I'm gonna send it back to the video. So this is the Black Dog CD and the Black Dog vinyl, which this one is going to go back as well because I got the one from the record store. So we're not gonna open that, I'm just gonna set it aside, but I am going to keep the CD so we can get into her and see what is in the little goodies, see it all in person for the first time. Oh, my CD is kind of not sticking in place. It's kind of out there in the open. She looks fine, so we'll just put it back in here. So there's the CD. I already showed you the booklet inside the vinyl, so it'll be the same as what's in here. Let's open up the back, see if we keep everything from falling out this time. No, still just all wants to fall out. I don't know if it's something I'm doing wrong or if it's just like things doesn't have like tabs to keep it in place because it all just wants to fall out of these cases. Maybe that's just something I'm doing wrong. I don't know. Let's get into the artifacts of the Black Dog. The other side. Again, why not start with the bookmark? I love the darkish. It is like a little muted black or like a really dusty dark gray. So I wonder if that's what the vinyl is supposed to be instead of just like straight up black. Maybe it's just the lighting. Bookmark, same as the other ones, the Tortured Poets Department logo. It's hard to see, I know there's a glare trying to get you the best lighting. Then the Black Dog, there you go. Can I just kind of see it better? That's the bookmark. And then you got the Black Dog, which is obviously a black dog. It looks a little bit like a wolf. Maybe that's what was supposed to be the goal. Maybe that's what she was going for. The magnet of the same thing, and we'll get into the little photo cards. Logo on the back of them all. Whoop, dropped one. Photo number 1, photo number 2, photo number 3, I like that one, and photo number 4. So that's the contents of the Black Dog. I am going to kind of clean stuff up now, and I will come back once everything is picked up and organized. All right, I'm back. I got everything cleaned up. Here is all of the records. Oh my gosh, they're so hard to hold. They're really kind of heavy, heavier than I thought they were going to be. Maybe I need to like back up. Ooh, there we go. Yup. Okay, there's all the vinyls. Get them all in one shot together. And here's all of the CDs. My final thoughts on all of this. My favorite cover is the Black Dog. As I've been saying all along, I think this is my favorite cover. As far as favorite vinyl color, it would have to be the Ghost White of just the manuscript edition. I don't know what it is about the white. It just looks so clean, so like professional. It fits the vibe of this really well. Yeah, I think the bolter just had a few discrepancies in like the color because couldn't quite tell if it's supposed to be more brown or more gray, but those are kind of my final thoughts. I've said this entire video, but I think the packaging and the branding and the photos and the colors in general for this album have just been phenomenal. I don't think there's anything that she could have done better. I don't know. I love it all personally. I don't know what your thoughts might be. Let me know down below what you think about the packaging and all of this stuff for the album, maybe what your favorite variant is. Do you like the manuscript or the Black Dog, the Bolter, the Albatross? Thank you all for watching this video if you've made it all the way to the very end. And as always, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more Taylor Swift content or record content. I'm always uploading those kind of things. And again, thank you for watching this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.